I'm looking forward to it today. Like I said, I feel like there's a little bit of nervousness of just the unknown, but I think it's just me breathing, because we're just at 10,000 feet or just under 10,000 feet right now. Ben's just waking up. We're ready to go. Eric and I are. So yeah, let's do this.
Look at you coming through the door with a little bit of pep in your step. Don't be shy, come a little closer. Wanna feel the fire running off your kiss. Ooh, honey, you move like water. Ooh, honey, you're a certified dime. Ooh, honey, you're turning me on. Never miss a beat, you're right on time. This chick and jive, whoop and holler, cut up a rug. This is your song, pass me the jug, pour me another. We're gonna shake till the morning comes. Oh, good Lord, I think I died. Feels like I'm dancing around heaven tonight. You got my blood pumping a hot. Keep it right there, baby. Honey, you move like water.
This is awesome, right? The sun's hitting us just perfect. Looks like the clouds might cover it up briefly for a second here, but it doesn't matter. We're in Lake City. We're off the Alpine Loop about a mile outside of town, on a piece of private property in this canyon with, I don't know if you can see Eric over there. He's just kind of squinting and looking at the sun right now because it just feels so good out here. But our buddy Jim Browning is an OK four-wheel drive customer. He's an OEV customer. He's just been great, and he's watched the MSO videos since I can, remember meeting him the first time back in 2017 or 2016, maybe at the Biltmore for Overland Expo. But he said, I got this place in Lake City with a real strong Texas accent. I got this place in Lake City that I want you to come up to, Jason. And I said, okay, well, tell me a little bit about it. He's like, oh man, it's the greatest place on earth. You'll just love it up there. The weather's perfect, and the people are awesome. And we've seen him tail a little bit. But this property is just something else. Anyway, we're going to get changed. We're going to jump in this very cold stream right now, get cleaned up a little bit, set our trucks up, and just kind of enjoy ourselves. Because tomorrow, we're doing the Alpine Loop.
I'm just a rattler on the open road, just a familiar face. So take me as I
come. We're doing our famous cheeseburger crunch wraps. We're going to make it up a little different this time and put some jalapeno in there because we're feeling kind of spicy tonight. So we're just going to chop up this onion. And we're going to saute that first. And then we're gonna put it in the pan, saute it, and then put the burger in there. And I'm probably gonna chop up the jalapeno as well, and just saute those as well too. I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit. So we're just gonna dice it up pretty good, so it sautés nice and easy. Save this other onion for breakfast. Eric's got the pound of local beef from here in Lake City. Excited about that.
Healthy chunk of butter.
I need jalapeno. Big old bag. And what's inside? Jalapeno.
Why do we like this so much, Jason?
Because they're freaking tasty. I tried to get one of these from Taco Bell. It is just not the same as doing it yourself, especially over an open fire. But we are putting some heat on these crunch wraps tonight.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. Once the beef is done cooking, it's literally just assembly. You need to seal it all with cheese. How important is cheese to Mountain State Overland?
Makes your stool nice and firm. I think it does, maybe it doesn't. Mine was not firm in that roadside toilet that I used today. I hovered over it, was like, definitely what it was. Four ingredients to your cheeseburger crunch wrap sauce are ketchup, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, yellow mustard, and mayo. This is the problem with a magnet and an aluminum camper, is it doesn't stick to anything.
I remember my first time.
Utensil of choice for backpacking, which is a spork. It's an all-in-one utensil for everything you need. We stir this up into the perfect crunch wrap sauce. Burger crunch wraps, anyway.
Put the ground beef on. Lay it all on there, right there. Mix it in with all those sauteed onions and jalapenos that we just cooked down in the butter a little bit.
Next thing we're doing is get the knife back out, and we are going to dice up a tomato. This is definitely a fun meal to cook if you've got time, and especially if you've got a couple people to help cook. If you're doing this for yourself for an evening, it's a little bit much. Or you're cooking for everybody and you're just one person, it's a little bit intensive. But we've got 3 people eating, 2 people cooking, 1 guy on camera, and we are having the times of our life here in Lake City, Colorado. Got to thank our buddy Jim Browning for letting us stay here.
The pentagonal fold, that's the key, I think, to these. You want this one?
Good. Yeah, today's Alpine Loop. We got a good team. I'm pretty excited about it. This has been a big kind of goal in my career, to make a story to get this far west and to tell the story along the way. But I expect us to see some of the most epic things we've ever seen on the trail. I feel like there's a little bit of nervousness of just the unknown, but I think it's just me breathing, because we're just at 10,000 feet or just under 10,000 feet right now.
Yeah, I'm excited to get up there. I don't really know what to expect besides the videos that we've seen and the pictures that we've seen, the research that we've done. Driving the Jeep compared to the Tacoma is quite fun, honestly. It feels like a go-kart, like a high-power go-kart with the diesel in there. It got a lot of torque, but it's been a lot of fun just driving it off-road. It feels more natural on gravel roads than it does on pavement, and I'm sure that's what it's designed for.
My morning just started. I just woke up. I actually slept in. Eric banged on my camper and told me it was time to get up, and I've been running around like a crazy person since that happened. We have this huge rock and all of this river going by. It's really nice. Makes me have to pee, actually. I actually don't know a whole heck of a lot about the Alpine Loop, but from what I gather, it's Alpine and it's a loop. And that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Alpine things, and I'm a huge fan of loops. I think there's gonna be some dirt, some tires, some rocks. We're probably gonna go up in the mountains and maybe some loops.
Epic. The best way to describe this is like kind of being in Yosemite with like nobody.
You will take them out from me. A fire in the hills, pick up speed, let's go. Fire for real, yes, sheep to kill, we're not late. Head for the hills, yes, eyes on the campfire glow. A creeper fell like a white meat pie in the snow. And out of black, a figure boy.
We are at the top of Cinnamon Pass. Elevation's 12,640 feet. It's pretty wild. I mean, it's just the vista is unbelievable. It goes on for miles and miles and miles. I don't even know how far I can see right now. The drive up was pretty fun. It was a little bit rocky. So I think I was accurate this morning in my estimation of this being quite alpine, and I'm not sure yet, but I think it's gonna end up being a loop.
Run for the hills, pick up your feet and let's go. We did our jobs, pick up speed, now let's move. The trees can't grow without the sun in their eyes. And we can't live if we're too afraid to die. Oh, hold on tight, yes, hold on tight, you're too slow.
Here we are at Engineer Pass. We just came over the hill from O Point, and it's pretty awesome. You get to see both sides of the pass here. It feels freaking great. I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it. You can see for miles. We're leaving down that way, and then we're gonna wrap it up in Lake City tonight. Hopefully at the brewery, get some good food.
Honestly, I felt like the time flew from last year, Hammer Down 3, till now. And then as soon as it got here, it was like here and over. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been waiting for 10 plus years to come here and do what we did.
Yeah.
Today.
You know,
Yeah.
today. You know, you're beyond being, you know, in the Rocky Mountains. Like you're in some sort of alternate space.
Well, it looked like Switzerland.
Yeah.
It literally looked like Switzerland, like some of those tunnel views, like looking down the valleys.
Yeah.
It was just like so mountainous, and then the saddles of the mountains with the old abandoned mine buildings, and then all the Jeeps and side-by-sides on the trails and stuff.
Yeah.
It was wild. Definitely had to pay attention though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, at one point I was driving along with, like, my GoPro was recording off the hood of the truck, out of the windshield, and I was holding my cell phone out the window, but it's also like a, 1,000-foot drop. But we talked about it tonight. It doesn't feel like a 1,000-foot drop because, like, it's kind of like a steep start. Like you'd roll for a little bit, and then you just kind of roll out on the bottom into
The flowers and grass.
the flowers and the grass and the carpet, the mountain carpets.
Yeah. I was very taken aback by some of the heights. It was pretty impressive. That big climb coming up Engineer, when you're going up to basically, what was that spot?
Point.
O Point. When you're coming up to there, it's like, it looks like you're climbing into the sky, and there's no road in front of you. You're just
And then a
climbing.
sheer drop.
Yeah, it's just a drop off. So you're looking around like, well, hopefully this is where the road goes. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty wild. And I followed the track around the bend, and I ended up getting in a weird situation. I came head to head with somebody, and I had to back out, and that was sketchy because I don't have a backup camera.
Yeah.
So I was basically just looking out my window, staring at the edge, looking down, going, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. But it was funny because backing out of that took away any anxiety about driving forward on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I was kind of accessing, like, my memory set of different tracks and trails that I've driven on in the past, and just, like, took out the fact that, there's this huge drop, and just put into place, similar situations where I've been in before, instead of articulating myself out to try to climb up of it and, potentially slipping, I backed myself up and recentered it again and approached it. And I think, having some of the skill sets from, West Virginia or anywhere else that we've driven before, and applying that to, high alpine 4-wheel drive, like, and focusing on the situation. If you can do that, then you can just kind of put off, these extreme circumstances that may be impacting your decisions.
The first half an hour drive again was like gorgeous. It was very reminiscent of like driving through Yosemite Valley. And then the climb was yeah, similar to what Ben said, like pretty straightforward, but with high stakes, right? So like, just had to be very careful and had to pay attention. And like, I mean, what we see on the internet is a lot of, you know, drone shots at the top of Engineer Pass or drone shots climbing those shelf roads, just like, you know, riding along those shelf roads. And none of the content that I've ever seen captured everything else that was around. That's what captivated me the most, was not necessarily the drive itself, but like everything that all the content on the internet doesn't capture, which is the tunnel views that are out to your left or out to your right as you're driving those roads, right? Mm-hmm.
I think Hermit Pass was a lot of fun and kind of a precursor for us to say, okay, we kind of know what to expect.
It was an appetizer.
That was an appetizer. It was
a big appetizer.
It was a spicy appetizer.
Spicy appetizer, yeah.
Like it was a good precursor, I think, to what to expect for today. And honestly, when we were climbing to the top of Hermit Pass, and you can see some of this in the drone footage, it started to get really slippy, you know, really loose. The tires were spinning, and the road was very narrow. You know, everything that we've done on this trip and any of the hammer downs in the past, from east to west to as far west as we are right now, has been a very steady progression, you know, and we've made this steep curve into the Rocky Mountains, and we're not done yet.
I think next year, we're going to be sitting here and we're going to be like, man, that was a fast year.
Yeah.
We're back here again. It feels like just yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be like, let's just don't do the Trans-America Trail and like do another loop, you know? Like,
Let's just take a day at the beginning and do the loop again. Yeah. I don't want it to end. Yeah. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I don't want to go home.
You were not.
Yeah,
well, I'm not going home.
What's your?
I'm
so
going home. You're not going home.
I had a last minute opportunity to go and attend Burning Man.
In the Playa Kaya.
In the Playa Kaya, yeah.
The Playa Kaya, yeah.
So I will be driving 14 hours from Expo straight to Burning Man, and then I'll finish there and I'll hightail it across the country to Adventure X Fest. He's driving so fast, going across the USA.
What are you planning to do for Due North?
Yeah, I built this rig, and I'm going to explore overland adventures around New England and greater areas, and possibly incorporating other outdoor activities into that. I've already done one trip.
Up in the North Main Woods.
Up in the North Main Woods. And that was more of a traditional overland trip.
Yeah.
I felt that was a good way to open the series, but
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to incorporate some other activities and sports and whatnot into my trips.
Yeah. Oh God, it's really smoky.
Yeah, we got to put some more wood on that fire.
Yeah, so we're gonna let you guys go. We're gonna put some more wood on the fire, turn the music back on, and we'll see you next time.
My, look at you coming through the door with a little bit of pep in your step. Don't be shy, come a little closer. Wanna feel the fire running off your kiss. Ooh, honey, you move like water. Ooh, honey, you're certified.